Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review. This watch was sent to me for the purposes of this review by Topper Jewelers. I've personally been buying watches from Topper for years, formed a great relationship with them, and I appreciate them sending me these watches for review. Topper Jewelers are authorized dealers of numerous brands including Casio, Seiko, Grand Seiko, Omega, and many others. They sell brand new, pre-owned, and they open up pre-orders for brand new or rare releases on their website. So go to topperjewelers.com or call 888-730-2221. I'll also add those details below in the video in the description. Thank you very much, Topper Jewelers, for supporting my channel, and now on to the review. Alright, so today I'm going to be going over something a little different. This is the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. It's got the white dial. This is Topper Jewelers exclusive to sell in the US. And going into the box, you have the outer box here, which is simple cardboard. It's got the Hamilton logo in silver. And opening it up, you have the regular packaging. And underneath the regular packaging, you have some cushioning on the side to keep it nice and safe for transit. You have a 2-year international warranty card. You have your customer service information, which explains the warranty. And then you have your manual, which is written in many different languages. And going into the regular packaging here, you have simple cardboard. Once again, you have the Hamilton logo written in silver on the top and the front. You have this nice orange stitching that goes around the sides. It comes around through the back and on the bottom. And opening up the box, you have the watch. You have a textured green extra strap here, and then you have the spring bar tool, so this way you could swap the straps out, and then of course you could swap straps which with outside straps as well. So nice thing, Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical watch is like a 1960s Vietnam era style field watch. The originals were available in only black, and this one's got a feel retroactively going back to a 30 style before they were standardized as black pre-World War II. So you have other different color options and styles that are also available, but I'm going to be going over this one. Alright, so I'm going to start this review with the watch and its leather. I'm going to go over the green textured strap shortly. But going over the leather strap, it's a really nice, flexible, thin. It's got the leather that covers the back, so this way it keeps it a little bit thicker, plus it keeps it from sliding around. And it's got these two keepers also, so this way it doesn't really get a lot of movement while it's on the wrist, which is nice. It's got a nice Hamilton keeper, stainless steel as well. And you have two keepers, so when you're strapping the watch in, it doesn't flop around, get caught on anything as far as the end here. And going into the watch itself, it's a nice sandblasted stainless steel, which you could expect to develop a nice patina over time. The crystal is a low curved sapphire, which helps the watch feel nice and thin, plus sapphire is nice and strong as well. The Hamilton logo is on the upper center, shows both 12-hour on the outside, 24-hour format on the inside, starting at the 13-hour. You'll notice it doesn't have a date. I think that when Hamilton commissioned these for the military, they wanted to keep as little complication as possible for as little failure as possible. And you'll notice the hand winding. It's nice and tactile, nice and smooth. It's also got a signed crown on it. And when Topper had input on the design with this matte white version, it's got a black lacquer indices as well as around the superluminova. So the face of the dial is very simple, pay respect to its origin. And this is probably the easiest one to read of all the mechanical field watch lineup. It features 3 hands, the second, the hour, and the minute. The hour and the minute hands are also well loomed with the superluminova. And let me remove the straps so you can get a better look at the case. And here's the watch by itself without the straps on it. So you can see it's very versatile. The nice bead blasted finish on the steel. And on the back, I like the engraving, how they did that. One thing that I've always liked about Hamilton is Like I did the X-Wind previously. I've done the Jazzmaster. I love the fact that this started in America many years ago. Train conductors used to use these for the reliability and the accuracy that they put out there. Now you're dealing with the modern Hamilton watch. It gives you a watch with the same reliable Swiss movement that you're going to get in much more expensive brands like Omega, Breitling, Tag Heuer. These all use the high-end movements, but you're going to get these watches at a much more affordable price. They're just not, dressed up movements. They're very simple. There are 3 versions of this particular watch. You got it with the green textile NATO strap that I'm using right now. And you look on the back here. I find this one is a little thicker than the leather, but it's a very comfortable one. It's also got the brown leather NATO strap that I was showing you earlier that I'll show you a wrist shot later on. The watch, it's 38 millimeter diameter, 10 millimeters thick. It's 50-meter water resistant with the crystal with a low curve to it, which helps the watch feel nice and thin. But the thing that, you look at the specs and you think that it's going to be a very light, very small watch, but when you measure it lug to lug, it's 47 millimeters. So the larger lug length, plus the NATO straps, it makes the watch appear larger on the wrist without having to feel large or bulky at all. It's a pure mechanical watch. There is no pendulum on the inside, so when you hear about an automatic watch usually has a pendulum that's on the inside. So as you're moving your wrist, it winds it automatically, so you can wear it forever, and as long as you're moving, the watch will continue to stay wound. This watch, it's a pure mechanical. The only way that you're going to wind it is by winding it on the crown over here. This watch also features an upgraded movement to the newer H50 version. So it's got an 80-hour power reserve. The older version gave you 42 hours by slowing down the beat rate from 28,800 to 21,500. So that's how they're able to, one of the reasons why they're able to accomplish such a long power reserve. So putting the watch on the wrist, it's got 2 keepers on it, so this way everything stays put. It doesn't end up coming out and catching on anything. And what I like about this particular strap, it's got a lot of brown leather accents. You got the holes, you got the keepers on the 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. The edge of it is also leather, so you could tell this is going to last for a long time. And switching out to the leather version. And getting the watch back on its leather, I'm going to give you a wrist shot of this one as well. And then I'm going to just give you a quick difference on the 2 straps. Both are very comfortable. This one being thin, it feels a little bit more flexible. The only thing is you can't go into water. You got to be kind of careful where you're wearing this. But I really do like the look of this on leather. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. And you see the watch does not look too small for my wrist, and usually 38 is a little smaller than I typically like, but I guess with the longer lugs it definitely gives it a better feel. And one of the differences I just wanted to show you as far as the 2 straps goes is laying this flat out. Okay, you're going to notice from the buckle starting up here that the green NATO is a little bit shorter and that the holes are located differently. So this one tends to wear a little bit tighter than the leather. So I do find that the leather is a little bit more comfortable than the green NATO, but both of them are great. This is really a fantastic watch. I want to thank Topper Jewelers very much for sending this out for review. You did a great job in assisting on the design on this watch. And if you want to know where to get this, definitely go to topperjewelers.com. I definitely strongly encourage you to go check out watchyouseek.com. They have a Hamilton forum over there. It's a great conversation, great topics, great reviews. If you want more information on these watches, you can get tons of information from a lot of great people over there. Please, of course, subscribe. get notified whenever I put out a new review. More reviews will be coming. I want to thank you very much for your support over the years, and have a great one.